liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Hello, everyone. I want to welcome all of you that's tuning in right now to the Build with America radio program, brought to you by my longtime radio affiliate network, the Genesis Communication Radio Network. We're also streaming online at gcnlive.com. For all of you that's just joining us that maybe, not familiar with the Build with America radio show, what we do here is basically education, re-educating you, the American consumer, on the features and benefits of purchasing American-made products by some great American manufacturers. And that's what we do here. And we give you access to all of these top American-made manufacturers and distributors. Got a great hour for you. I sure hope you stay with us. Also, we're going to try to save you some money for all you pool owners out there. We're going to have, I'm not calling my friend, Thomas Cucinotta with Cucinotta's Pool Service out in the great state, sunshine state of Florida. He is, he's a leading distributor of the Interflow pool pump, the variable pool pump and pool-related products. And Thomas is going to be talking about this outstanding Pentair variable speed pump and on the show, and some of the other pool-related products he distributes all across this great country. Hey, it's pool time. It's fun time. It's outdoor time. A lot of my listeners has pools. Well, we're going to try to save you some money right now. And my guest is Thomas Cucinotta with Cucinotta's Pool Service. Hey, Thomas, are you a great American company?
You bet, Michael. That's all. I am red, white, and blue, inside and out.
You know what I got to tell, before we get into this, I got to tell my audience a story. We were talking about LED lighting, and we're going to talk about LED pool lights. And tell us that story, Thomas, that you did 4th of July when you were talking about lighting up your pool. Tell them what colors did you light when everybody, when you were putting in the pool lights. Tell them the lights, the LED light colors you was putting in your pool.
Well, Michael, the Pentair IntelliBrite light comes with, you have stationary colors, and then you have what's called modes. So you have party mode, which goes through the whole rainbow of colors, but on the 4th of July, they actually have a mode that's called the American mode. And we have a barbecue, and obviously the neighborhood sets off fireworks and stuff, but when the sun goes down, my pool is scrolling from red to white to blue. And they also make another product that we mentioned, which is the IntelliBrite yard lights. And so now all my trees and my landscaping is red, white, and blue. So if there's anybody on the block that was patriotic for the 4th of July, it was my backyard and my front yard. And it's just incredible technology.
Well, it's a theme. It's trying to be positive to understand American technology. And you being a owner of your own pool service company and obviously distributing all across this great country and also the state of Florida, you're under increasing pressure to handle offshore products. And it must be very difficult to understand the difference. But in general, though, Thomas, you as a small businessman, what is the advantages of trying, if all possible, of purchasing American-made pool products, or does it matter? I mean, does it really matter?
Oh, Michael, we could talk all day here. It absolutely. There's so many advantages, and the public doesn't realize that the companies are sacrificing quality for profit. And I will tell you that, and this is something that I have been going through for the past 6 or 7 years, and it's dead on what I'm about to tell you, that all the motors, replacement motors that we put on pool pumps, and the homeowners that are even out there, the listeners that are doing it themselves, they're lasting about 1.5 to 2 years. If you're lucky, you might get 2.5 years out of a replacement motor. Reason being is because the motor's coming from China. If the China factory is too If it's overloaded, then we're getting them in from Mexico. So what happened to the quality? Michael, years ago, I will tell you, I've had a pool my whole life. My parents always had one. Pumps were lasting 8 or 10 years, and now they're not. Why is that? Why is it that none of them are lasting?
Well, I want to talk about that when we come back off a break. Why? And that was my next question. Why are they not lasting? And this is a good point, the difference between an American-made pool pump and an offshore pool pump. And, you have to sacrifice. If you're going to sacrifice price, then, the value, quality has to be sacrificed. One does not work without the other. You got to cut somewhere if you're going to be cheaper. And we don't talk cheap here. All right, we're going to take a short break. We're talking to Thomas Cucinotta with Cucinotta's Pool Service. We're going to be talking about this Intel Flow pool pump and some other pool-related products here on the Build with America radio program. Don't forget, please tune in to the other radio show. That's right, Home Talk USA, the popular award-winning Home Talk USA radio show, right here on the Generous Communication Radio Network every Saturday, 3 to 6 p.m. Central Time. You can go to HomeTalkUSA.com for further information. All right. Always support your local independent hardware stores and garden centers. Well, let's pledge to hire vet today. Pledge the number2vets.com. This is Michael King, and you're listening to the Build with America radio program. Talking to Thomas Cucinotta with Cucinotta's Pool Service, one of the leading distributors of the Intel Flow pool pump, the variable pool pump. A great American story here. He's a distributor of other pool-related products. So just for the break, Thomas is explaining to us about the difference between a offshore pool pump and an American-made pool pump, on how basically these offshore pumps aren't lasting. And he was just getting ready to explain why. Well, why, Thomas?
Michael, it's simply the quality from the metal casing to the plastics that are used inside, the brushes, the bearings, everything about it. It is just truly not holding up at all. Now I live in Florida, as you know, and the salt air is corroding them and destroying them in a short amount of time. The thing that really kills me personally is that why would anyone put the money in a product that's not made here in the United States and then complain that they can't get a job, that they lost their job? If we would stick with the American-made products that are made properly and are going to last 5 times the length of these other products that are being shipped in, it's just a no-brainer. Now let's talk about. I'm not going to get into actual prices, but I would like to share just a little bit about pricing, if that's okay with you.
Of course.
Okay, let's talk about the price of a regular conventional motor versus the a Pentair IntelliFlow variable speed pump. Yes, you're looking at a little bit more than twice the cost. But here's the thing. The technology is so advanced, not only is it going to last at least 10 years, and I'm talking the motor, the housing, everything about it. I've been using them for over 6 years, and I've yet to have a single one go down. And here's the thing about it. If the pump can save you anywhere from, let's just go with a horse and a half pump. On average, the actual savings is about $1,132 a year. So let's think about that. If you take the cost of a regular conventional pump, and it costs, say, $600 installed. Don't know, and it's going to be more in some states. That's about an average price. So now what I just said to you is $1,132 in savings. If that pump costs $1,100 a year to run, and then add the $600, maybe $650 in the cost of installation and the pump itself, it just doesn't make any sense why anyone would invest in technology that's definitely going to fail when you can invest in American products. And Pentair has been the leader in this. They are way advanced above all the other manufacturers out there, and that's why I married up with their products and love their products, because it's tried and tested. It's working phenomenally. And after 5 years, the homeowners, it's more than paid for themselves. It's paying for itself, on average, anywhere from 12 to 15 months. So you tell me, why would anybody buy something that wasn't made in America? Our technology, our engineers, they've got it down to a science.
Wow. And I tell you, you're 100% correct, because it seems like the common denominator that's it's always been there has been the the cost comparative, the quality and the durability of the American-made product itself, and and it looks like that's the key, And
let's go right to the LED lighting we were talking about a little while ago. Okay, if an LED light can outlast a regular conventional light, and you don't have bulbs, and you don't have to open them up, you don't have to replace gaskets, and they're going to last, again, just like the pumps, they're expected to last at least 10 years. But a regular conventional light, every couple of years, you're replacing a bulb and a gasket to keep it watertight. So now the cost of an LED light versus a conventional light, it is twice the price. It's almost exactly what it costs. But over 4 years' time, with replacements and repairs, labor, the cost of the light to run, you're paying 3 times what you would have paid if you just put in an LED light. That's made here in the United States, in California. It's made in North Carolina. I mean, we're keeping our families, our friends, our neighbors working. It's huge.
And that's the key. And that's what I think our people at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue don't understand. And, and you say the people, not one person. They just don't get it. Capitalism, inventors, entrepreneurs. Thomas, we don't counterfeit anything. And that's America. And believe me, when you go to these trade shows and hardware shows and see the counterfeits, and nobody can originate anything. Americans originate. We don't counterfeit. We don't take something and steal it. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's laws, there's protection. We want to protect the inventors. But how do you get people to invent? You have to give them the opportunity to don't stranglehold them. And that's America. And that's what we do. And I think, the socialists and they're never going to get it. And why you think we need jobs now? Well, Thomas, I can talk to you all day, and I just love your rationality. And hey, give us a website. We're out of time for this segment. How can we learn a little bit more about Cucinotta's Pool Service?
Yeah, please visit my website, and I'll spell my last name because it's not an easy one. It's CucinottaPoolService.com, and it's Cucinotta, poolservice.com. It has my personal cell number on there, and I'll help anyone across this entire great country of ours.
Thank you so much, my friend. You've always been a friend of our shows, and just keep doing the great job and keep educating people. Thank you, Thomas.
Thanks, Michael. Have a great day.